Welcome back to What's New in the Lou with Alexis Zotos, presented by Kaldi's Coffee and recorded here at Bucket List Podcast Studios. This is a brand new podcast helping you stay in the know in St. Louis. Think of this as your can't miss weekly show sharing the fun events, the new restaurants opening, and just the people that make St. Louis such a great place to live and visit. This week's guest is flipping the script when it comes to plant-based food. Yeah, you heard it, plant-based. Now, that might not be for everybody, but my guest is trying to convince everybody that it is for them. Latoya, thanks so much for joining us.
Yes, thanks for having me.
All right, so we are going to get into the fact that you just opened a brand new brick and mortar, but this is a business you've had for a while now. Bougie Bites. Tell me
Yes.
how it got started.
Yeah, so we started in 2023, so it's fairly still new.
Still new.
Yeah, we started with the food truck. It grew a lot of traction, and then we moved on to the ghost kitchen, bad lease, and now we got our own brick and mortar.
So let's back it up. What made you decide to go into the food business?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it was during COVID. Yeah, it was during COVID. It wasn't a lot of late night things. A
Mhm.
lot of businesses were closing and unpredictable
Mhm.
times, obviously. I love Slutty Vegan. I went to Atlanta a lot. I did a lot of traveling
Mm.
during COVID, which is not a good thing. But so I thought about franchising, and at the time, she was not franchising at all. So I was like, why can't we have this here?
Mm.
And kind
And
of went with
so,
that.
yeah, so are you a vegetarian? Like what made you lean into the idea of vegetarian food?
Yeah, so it's all vegan, so no animal,
Vegan. Oh, okay.
no
Oh,
dairy.
totally vegan.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm not. So that's like the plot twist. It's like I'm not a chef and I'm not vegan, right? But it's just to give accessibility,
Mhm.
other options. Times I go on these binges that I don't want to eat meat. I do juicing. So it's just
Mhm.
like, what else is outside of your traditional chicken, fish,
Mhm. Mhm.
fast food type of, and
Did
why
you
not?
did you think that there was a need for that? There was like a hole in what was
Oh
in the
yeah.
St. Louis food scene?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the vegan spots I've tried here, some are good, some are decent, and some is just like, do I belong in this space?
Mm.
So those are like the real conversations. It's like, okay, how do I create something that people, when they think about vegan food, they initially like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
salad,
lot. You're right.
sesame seed. Like, I don't, like, so it's like, how do you redirect that and
Mhm.
make it more like approachable? You belong in those spaces. You don't necessarily have to be vegan or vegetarian, but it is another option for you.
Mhm. Yeah, so let's talk about you've got this idea, you wanna launch it. How did you decide to do a food truck right away? Or versus, like, opening a restaurant in the beginning?
Yeah, yeah. So the food truck kind of came afterwards because I
Mm.
always get these crazy ideas. And I'm an executor. So
Okay.
some work, some don't work. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this vegan restaurant. Initially, that was the idea.
Mhm.
I'm going to use containers.
Mm.
So I purchased a commercial building in
Okay.
University City. And then it was like, oh, yeah, you can't use the space. So I had to knock it down.
Oh,
Yeah, and then
no.
the build out started to increase, so it came up to over like 300,000. And I was like, I'm not sure if this is really a good idea. Let me try to pivot.
Mhm.
And a food truck was like 30,000. Let's see if it can make money. Is it
Mhm.
even a viable business? And go from there. So I still own this property in U
Okay.
City. It is just an empty lot right now.
Oh my
No, what I'm
gosh.
gonna do with it, I don't know. But the initial idea was to have like this container type
Mhm.
of brick and mortar.
Right.
Yeah.
So the food truck, what did you have to adjust when you sort of pivoted to a food truck, which we know is a much smaller footprint
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
than a typical restaurant space? How did you change the plan, the menu, how you were going to cook things?
Yeah, so I worked initially with a chef and we created like all these menu items for the brick and mortar
Mhm.
initially. And I told her, I was just like, hey, I want food that we eat every single day, but just
Mm.
create it vegan.
Mhm.
So a lot of our target audience are not vegans.
Mhm.
They're people who eat everyday food. Like, it's just an alternative. But we do have a large population of vegan and vegetarian
Mhm.
customers. But the food tastes like every day, a regular hamburger. And a lot of
Mhm.
our diehard vegans are like, no, 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 we don't want this. Which I get it. It's okay.
They almost, like, don't want it to taste like a hamburger.
Exactly. No.
Oh, interesting. That is gotta be, like, something where you're trying to pull in the non-vegans, be like, "This is a hamburger," or some vegans like, "I don't want to taste something that feels like meat in
No,
my mouth
not
or
at
tastes
all.
like meat." Interesting.
Yes. Yes.
That's gotta be an interesting balance, especially as you're trying to attract both of those
Yeah,
kinds
but
of
the initial
customers.
target audience are meat eaters.
Mhm. Oh, okay. So that is
Yes. That was going in. Like, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm not a vegan. I see a need there. This is a
Mhm.
large gap, right? And how do I address that need?
Mm. Okay, so you launched this menu, you launched the food truck. What was the initial reception?
Oh, people, the feedback was amazing. They was like, "Oh, it's plant-based. Oh, it's vegan. Oh, it doesn't taste like it." So we would pull up at like different festivals,
Mhm.
and then initially on that lot in U City, I would just park the truck
Mhm.
there and go from there.
Mhm.
And people would pull in like, "Oh, what is this?" Because they didn't really know what it was, and
Sure.
they see the graphics, and they still not reading. They still trying to figure out what is this. And then once they taste it, it's like, "Oh, no way."
That a good feeling to you
Oh,
to get that,
yes.
like, constant, like, state of surprise almost?
Yes, it is.
I love that. And say, okay, so where do you feel like you started to really get a groove going and really start building that loyal audience?
So we launched initially doing, Mardi Gras.
Mm.
Yeah, February, and it was a good response.
Which is, like, probably not, like, a typically good time to launch a food truck.
Yeah, no, because it was freaking cold. Yes, it was real cold. But I was like, "Why not? This is a great, festival that I can get in front of people. They
Mhm.
don't know who we are, so how do
Mhm.
you kinda like, okay, well, you just popped out and sing? No marketing or anything? No, we just pulling up."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was good. It was kinda like, I don't know what to expect.
Mhm.
Um And it was definitely a learning lesson because it's just like, "Oh, okay, so we need to figure out how do we get more products from
Mhm.
these different distributors."
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And then and then that following summer, is that when you started doing Food Truck Fridays?
Uh, I
Or was that
I think it was later on in the
okay.
fall of 2023,
Okay, gotcha.
with the Food Truck Fridays, because that's when, when people start talking and online, the buzz is going, so they're trying to figure out who is this, what is this, plant-based, so we here.
Mhm, mhm. And so what was that like to see that build, that buzz building, that
Oh,
momentum
yeah,
building?
it was definitely an amazing feeling. It was just like, but I want more.
Mhm,
Like, how do I reach people more? So that's when I started the hunt of like, okay, is there a ghost kitchen? Is there a commissary that we can cook from? And
mhm,
then like connect with the delivery platforms. Like, how do I have a larger reach? Because
mhm.
obviously the food truck can only be parked at certain areas and
You
different
could only do
permitting.
so much in that food
Exactly.
truck.
Yeah.
And so where did you end up finding a ghost kitchen and how did that grow and develop the business?
Yeah, so the ghost kitchen came about like, so we launched February of 2023, so they probably like in September, I
Mhm,
think. And I was sold, they had good salespeople,
mhm.
but it was a bad lease.
Oh,
It was
no.
just like, it's just okay, you sold me, but you're getting 100 square feet just a space. It comes with a
Mhm.
hood, the 3 compartment sink, and your hand washing. You still have to equip it with all your
Mm.
refrigerators, your flat grills, your fryers. It's not really catered to someone that's starting up
Mhm,
at
mhm.
all. And then if you don't even have a following or a customer base, I'm not sure how people will maintain if you're paying rent like for $4,000, $4,500.
Mm.
That's a lot.
What have been I mean, a lot of these things, these business hurdles, if you will, how do you as a business owner overcome them and not say, "Never mind, it's not worth it." How do you do that?
I mean, it was just like giving up in the first few months. That's not an option, really. You know, so I've always pushed through things. I mean, that like slow business. That's nothing. It's like,
Mhm,
well, how do you? I'm a solution based person, so it's like, well, what do I need to do to get more business, to get
mhm,
more traction? Is it changing the menu? Is it adjusting the prices? Is it showing up at different locations? Like, what are things have I executed all these things? No, I have not. So let's go, and start checking things off the list.
trial and error.
Yes. That's all it is. I'm learning every single day right now at the brick and mortar.
Right. Okay. So when did you realize, all right, the pivot needs to be, I do need my own space. When did you realize
Oh,
that?
shortly after getting in that ghost kit. Shortly, it's like, oh my goodness, it's too tiny.
Mm,
We can't really move. And then two, it's like, I can't grow in here. When people come, they're getting confused. It's like, what is this? I'm pulling up a food. There's multiple restaurants in here. It's a locker. What am I doing here?
right.
So it's like, oh, that's not good. How do I change or redirect that?
Hmm.
And then I started looking. And I mean, I looked at so many spaces so long.
How did you decide you're in Overland, right?
Yeah, I'm in Overland.
How
Yeah.
did you decide Overland?
I mean, I was literally driving. I was leaving Popeye's chicken. And I saw, as I was pulling out the Popeye's chicken, I saw the for lease. And I said, oh, let me call and see
Hmm.
at the plaza across the street. And I was like, let me just call and see if they have any availability. I mean,
Hmm.
let me shoot my shot. And the guy was like, actually, we do. I was like, really? And I was like, does it have a hood? Because I would call places all the time and like, oh, we do. Oh, but you have to build it out. I don't have the means to build it out.
Right.
So it kind of just worked out that way. Like, I was like, oh, you do. I did a tour of it and yeah.
Just said
But
yes.
that was like after, I don't know, 10 or 15 looking, drawing up stuff. I thought it was going to be in Florissant. And then, that didn't work out. It was just so many things. It was just like, ooh, should I be doing this or what?
So you got the space.
I
How long
did.
did it take to kind of create what your vision was and to
Oh,
open those doors?
So I signed the lease November, right before Thanksgiving,
Okay.
November of 2024.
Oh, okay.
And we just launched or opened June 18th of 2025. Come on now. Like, what? Yeah.
What
I was
was
so
the
thankful for my landlord because I was like, listen, the city of Overland, you got to go to city council. Then you got to have another public hearing. Then you got to do another. I was like, what? I just knew signing in November that we would be open by March.
Mm.
By March.
Kaldi's Coffee has been proudly roasting in St. Louis since 1994. Guided by a commitment to quality, service, and community, Kaldi strives to make every cup a moment of discovery. And get this, thanks to the support of their St. Louis community and fans across the country, they were named USA Today's #1 coffee chain in 2024. Visit Kaldi'sCoffee.com to find your nearest cafe, shop coffee for home, or even book a free tour and cupping at their roastery. Follow the goat to your next great coffee experience. Enjoy the rest of the episode. And I think this right here is what people don't realize goes into a new restaurant opening.
Oh, yeah.
It's not easy.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, it's not. And it's just things you really don't even think about. You're like, oh,
Mhm.
you sign a lease, but you need to also talk to the city council, see what the requirements are. Is it
Mhm.
a conditional use permit or what are the permitting process? How many public hearings do you have to go through before you get your final approval?
Mhm.
What is the occupancy permit? Like you have to ask these questions before going in and then seeing if things are even allowed. So now, we opened June 18th.
Mhm.
And now, like I said, we're still learning. So people are like, oh, do you guys serve liquor? Oh, no, we don't, but
Yeah.
maybe. Now we got to go back to city
Right.
council and see, oh, well, that wasn't your initial letter of intent. You said you were
Mm.
doing vegan fast casual. You had no liquor on your letter,
Mhm.
Okay, so like, how do we like adjust that? So it's
Mhm.
just things that you really don't know until it comes up.
Right. So what was that opening day like?
Oh my God, it's crazy. It was crazy. We had a mobile bartender. We had a DJ. I mean, so I said 11 o'clock. We're gonna do the ribbon cutting. I got there like at 10:45. And I was like, oh, I don't see. It was one guy out there. So I was like, okay. And next thing I know, like 8 minutes later, they were like, they were trying to order. I'm like, they're trying to order. It was just one guy outside. What happened? Those people came out of nowhere.
What
Shout
was
out
that-
to them.
What emotions did that bring you to see that people were showing up to what
Oh
you built?
Oh my goodness. It was just like, oh yeah. Like it was like really heart feeling because it's like, oh my goodness. Like I don't even have a marketing budget. No promotion really. Like, how did y'all even know? It's like, where'd y'all come from? Like y'all really, you really, really support the cause. You really
Mhm.
because it's a small community that we have, that we've built. But it
Mhm.
was just like, whoa, where did these people come from?
Right. Social media has such power there. That's really
Yeah.
where you've built that buzz, that following, and people want to come out and support.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this again another piece of that trial by error, saying like, "Hey, here's where we are, here's where we're showing up when it was the food truck and now at the brick and mortar?"
I think initially social media, it wasn't really bringing traction.
Mm.
Like we'll post some things, but it was like kind of like the day of,
Mhm.
because it wasn't like, I wouldn't say it was intentional, like not to post like, oh, we're gonna be here on this day. It was just like, okay, this is where we're posting up today. Either
Mhm.
they're coming or they're not, and it was a lot of like word of mouth,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
then from there it started to pick up momentum.
Okay, so let's talk about the food. So you've said that the menu is really geared for those non-vegans
Yep.
that are kind of trying something new. So walk us through the menu. What's the most popular? What's kind of the thing that people really have started to know you for?
The egg rolls.
Mm.
Yeah, the no cap egg rolls. It's just like a cheeseburger egg rolls. It's with either Beyond Meat or Impossible green peppers, onions, vegan mozzarella, and a vegan cheddar mix on a vegan egg roll wrapping. So people love those. They have they taste like an egg roll. Yeah, they're good. They're good. So they love those. They love the OG burger, which is the Bougie AF. That's just like a traditional cheeseburger with
Mhm.
lettuce, onions, pickles. We don't use tomatoes, and people are like, "Where's the tomato at?" And I was like, "Tomatoes are weird. Like the way that tomatoes are grown. Like sometimes you bite into a tomato, and it's just like, was this in a lab? Like it
Mm.
doesn't have. They're seasonal. That's one."
Sure. Yeah.
And they don't always be juicy like they're supposed to, so sometimes they throw off the taste, so I don't have really tomatoes at all on anything besides
Okay.
now the pico, but
Okay.
yeah.
What else? How do you like when someone walks in, how do you walk them through sort of like your menu, what you guys offer, to help them figure out what to order?
Oh, yeah, so when they walk in, it's like, oh, they're definitely getting greeted within 5 seconds, like,
Mhm.
"Welcome to Bougie Bites. Oh, thanks for feeling bougie today. How can I help you? What's up? What's up, girl?" Like, 'cause it's that approachable, welcoming
Mhm.
environment, so it's just like, "You belong here. What do you want? How can I assist you? What is it?" And you got people that's come in, like, 2 or 3 times in a day, 2 or 3 times in a week,
Wow.
and and I just noticed that because what I started doing is the guest experience is
Mhm.
important to me.
Mhm.
So if you came and ate today on a Tuesday, the next day I will have my friend of the house call because I get a list. I will have them call and just want to follow up. Thank you for shopping with us. I
Mhm.
appreciate you. If there's anything that any feedback you want to give us, was your meal good? Was it not? And people were like, "We love it," but you've called us like 3 times. I was like, "Oh, I gotta figure out how to filter that. Let me contact my POS company. I was just making sure you guys are
Wow,
happy." And people
that's
yeah,
great.
they're like, "Oh, I never had a restaurant do that before." Especially,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
technically
what that is something that's new
yeah,
and
it's
not
just
like a
another
norm.
layer of
Mhm.
customer service. I like it. I mean, I travel a lot. So I live here in St. Louis, and then I
Mhm.
have a space in Miami. So it's like,
Nice.
when I go to certain restaurants and I get that call, I'm like, "Oh, wow. They
People
really value
care.
me." Yeah.
And that is something that I think can get lost in the hospitality. I mean, when we think about the term hospitality business,
Yeah.
like some of that is getting lost, that
Oh, yeah.
hospitality part of the hospitality business.
Oh, yeah. Guest service is, like, number 1. Like, it has to be up here. Like, the experience have to be up here because your food can be, like, just trash, right?
Mhm.
We've all been places the food was, like, not good at all, but the guest service was so amazing. They treated me so nice, so I keep
Mhm.
I keep showing up, even though
Mm.
the food not all of that. Like, it was how I was treated.
You need that balance of both probably, right? And
Exactly.
that's what you guys give. Good
Yeah.
food and good service.
Yeah. And
Uh,
sometimes people may not like it, right? But they will be like, "Oh, well, they were really nice, the customer
mm.
service."
Is it sit down or fast cat?
It's fast
What's the
casual, so
okay,
it's carry out only. We got a
got
few
it.
because people gave us some feedback. I mean, "Can we get some chairs, tables outside?" "Okay, I got y'all. Let me go over
Okay.
in IKEA. I got you." I got y'all. So now, I got 2 little patio tables out there and
Okay.
yeah.
And again, because that is how the business sort of started, was a carry out.
It's always been carry out.
How do you make sure your food travels? I think that's one of the things that I think about when I'm getting carry out is like, okay, is this gonna travel well by the time I get
Oh,
home?
yeah, so we did some testing, right? The ghost kitchen was on Hampton.
Mhm.
And people travel from St. Charles,
Wow.
Clayton area. So, and I've traveled too, like because the ghost kitchen is carry out only. So like you're
Mhm,
picking up and going. And
mhm,
it was like, how does this do? Does it stay hot? Do I need to wrap it up in aluminum foil? Do we need, are the liners are good? Like, what do I need to do to make sure that it's still hot? So
mhm.
we've tested.
What has been the biggest challenge as a business owner, in the restaurant world?
Right now for me, it's like I love my employees, right? That's how the business grows. That's how it sustains. Because I'm not
Mhm,
showing up there every day. I'm not the chef. I'm not going in there turning on fryers. I'm just not. So the goal is like to pay you premium dollar minimum wage is 13.75. No one's
mhm,
getting paid that at all. It's
mhm,
way above. So
mhm,
you want to come up. You want to show up every single day. Like you want to be happy to come here,
mhm.
right? So
So you
I'm
can give that good guest experience.
exactly. So it's just like training because most of them are experienced working in different restaurants and
Mhm,
different fast casual places. And sometimes that behavior carries over and it's like, this is not that. Like, I'm here, I pull up, it's just
mhm,
like, so I want to make sure that you guys are showing up, that you want to be here. I'm not paying you to cost me.
mhm,
And then,
mhm,
someone can easily take your space for 13.75.
mhm, mhm,
So it's just like making sure that they're trained and that they're able to execute the job because if they're not trained correctly, that's a reflection of me.
mhm.
That's just that. So it's just like the employees and making sure that everybody's trained correctly and that they have the same vision as me.
Mhm. You mentioned you travel a lot.
Yeah.
How do your travels influence you as a business owner and what you wanna see more of here in the St. Louis region?
That's such a good question. Yes. I mean, St. Louis is home, obviously. So when I travel, I'm always getting inspirations. Like I said, whether it's a guest experience, how it was treated, or just like, oh, this is a different menu. Like, at different restaurants, like maybe I should try that or
Mhm.
implement that. Or even uniforms, like something as small as that. Like my degree is in fashion merchandising.
Oh, okay, fun.
Yeah, so aesthetics is always when people come in there, it's like, "Oh, what is" like, the walls are graphic, the truck has a graphic to it. It's just like aesthetics
Mhm.
because we do eat with our eyes,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So, my whole goal was to make sure that that was, like, top tier. So,
Yeah.
working with a graphic designer, we worked for, like, over 8 months to kinda, like, create the whole concept of what
Mhm.
Bougie
Mhm.
Bites is right now.
Yeah, I love that, and that is such an important thing that branding
Oh,
matters.
yes.
People see your name, they know the name, they know what it means, and they know what to then expect
Yeah.
when they're ordering your food. Are there things when you travel that you realize there was this need for a fast casual vegan spot that sort of
Yeah.
brought a fun environment?
Yeah.
What else do you think St. Louis could do to add more to our scene here in St. Louis?
On the vegan side or just overall,
Overall,
like
on the vegan side or overall?
well, I still think it's not enough vegan
Mm,
restaurants. I mean, you have a handful, but it's still less than 25.
mhm,
And then you have that's just strictly vegan. So then you have, the vegetarian. So it's still not a lot. It's still room to grow. And then a
mhm,
lot of the vegan and vegetarians are on the south side.
mhm.
My North County people like, y'all leaving us out. But I'm like, North County got to get that city council stuff together. Y'all got to get more places that got hood systems. Like you can't, people just can't go in and like spend $30,000, $40,000 on a hood system. And that was
Mhm,
another learning lesson too. So the space that we're at, it was a former Pizza Hut.
mhm.
So I was like, oh, perfect. It's a hood. We got this. Got in there and it was like, oh, the hood system is for a pizza oven, not your equipment. And I was like, oh, we don't have this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so yeah, I had spent like $23,000 on a hood system. Just and I'm already signed my lease because I'm like, no, I had a guy come out and he told me everything was good.
Oh.
So it's just like things like that you just are unaware and you don't
Mhm.
know until you know.
Yeah. As someone's listening to this conversation, if they've got that idea that they say, "You know what? I wanna execute this. I want to build my business. I wanna start." They might be scared away by the idea. What's your advice to entrepreneurs who are scared to take that leap?
I think they should just do it. Like right now, I'm mentoring a girl. She hit me up on Instagram, Treat Day Cafe, their new vegan pop up.
Nice.
And she was just like, I have some questions. Can you talk to me? I was like, pull up, come. Yes, come. Yes, you should do this. These are the festivals you need to do, X, Y,
Mhm.
and Z. Because you just have to start, right? I mean, you don't know until you know. So she did her first festival with me last weekend. She was like, it was a lesson learned. Like, yeah. Yeah, so I think, like, somebody out there, they wanna get into it, I think they should see, first of all, whatever idea they have, is it really a need? Is it
Mhm.
oversaturated? If not, then how can you make it a twist? How can you make it yours? And then just actually do it. If it's somebody that you're following, somebody that inspires you, send them a DM. I'm pretty sure we love talking to people. We don't have all the answers, right?
Yeah.
And those people, it's gonna be people to come behind me that's gonna be even better and greater, which I'm so happy for them. Like, I wanna be there, like, right there, their cheerleader, because I
Yeah.
didn't have that for me.
Mm. What's next for you guys? I know you just opened.
I
You're getting your
know,
feet
yeah,
wet.
no, yeah, so
But as you look to the next 6 months, the next year, what's that dream 1 year out from doors opening in
yeah, so
Overland?
right now we're working on, like, some vegan donuts because it's a
Okay.
need right there, and people want a
Yes, there
sweet.
used to be that great spot in U City that had, like, vegan
I
donuts,
know, people
and
were
they
I don't
stopped
know what
years
happened.
ago. I don't know either. They were really good. But I don't know where there is,
Yeah.
to get that, and there's a few places that sell them, but
Not just
again,
strictly, yeah.
I
So
need.
working on that as an
Okay.
option. And then maybe like taking the truck on tour, maybe. But right now we're good. We're good with one spot. Like, I'm not trying to expand. No, this is the destination. I want you
Okay,
here.
okay. All
Yeah.
right, I feel like you've sold people that the people coming are non-vegan, but what's that message right now to our listeners who are hearing this and they need to try something? What are you telling them? Like, "You gotta walk in these doors, you gotta get this."
Okay, yes. So let's go. You got to get the no cap egg rolls,
Mhm.
right? The bougie AF, the birria tacos are really
Mm.
good. The street tacos, people are half and half, right? Because it's just like, oh, they're street tacos. I love street tacos, the meat, cilantro, and white onion,
Mhm.
and then ours come with like a little Nashville hot.
Mhm.
So some people are on the fence, like, oh, they're a little dry. Squeeze the lime. That's all. Squeeze the lime. So the street tacos are really good. The nachos have been like, people love the nachos, even if
Mhm.
it's just like chips and cheese. It's like, it's something about chips and cheese that people
And
just
again, someone in their mind is like, vegan cheese," but
Yeah, it's good. It's not, and with ours is we don't use anything with like cashews or like sweet potato cheese or
Mhm.
because of the nut allergies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. So a lot of our stuff has coconut.
Ooh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but not necessarily like those main allergies that
Got it,
people are
got
allergic
it.
to.
So a little bit of something for everybody.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, and right now, oh, the comeback chicken sandwich has been a popular one. Basically, it's just a reinvention of that Chick-fil-A spicy deluxe without
Mhm.
the tomato.
No tomato
No
over at
tomato.
Bougie Bites.
You got that pepper jack,
There you
cheese and
go.
lettuce and pickle, just no tomato. But yeah.
What's that feeling? Someone walks out of there who's like, maybe they're the friend that gets brought in with everybody else. They're like, I'm not eating vegan food.
Yeah.
What? When you convince them to eat it
Oh yeah,
and
we
they
give
see that,
samples. Our chickpea salad, they love people like, oh what? This tastes like chicken salad or tuna salad. That's what it's supposed to taste like. Chickpeas.
I love chickpeas. I love chickpeas. So there's
Yeah.
that feeling. You've convinced somebody
Yeah.
that
Uh,
vegan food can be for them.
Absolutely. So, like I said, when they come in, we give them free samples too to try whatever that is. If it's a chickpea salad or if it's something that the chef had left over, and then
Mhm.
like they get samples or something. Or if they're on the fence, like, I don't know about that. Do you want to try it? Yes. Okay. Come on. Like, cause we're small, so it's like it's engaging. I want you to feel like you're part of this family or this community that we've grown.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and talking to us about the business. Everybody got to go get them checked out.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And each week we end the episode with a look at the event calendar because you want to make sure you know about the events before you have to see them on everybody else's social media on Monday morning. So here's a look at the events happening in St. Louis this week. St. Louis Shakespeare Festival presents Romeo and Juliet, a kid-friendly show at the St. Louis Zoo. It is happening all month long. Summer nights at Grant's Farm are this Friday and Saturday. Schlafly's Sunset Cinema Series in Maplewood is this Saturday, July 26th, and you can see Ratatouille. And on Sunday is the Big League Bash. That is July 27th at the Factory. It is a benefit concert with Adam Wainwright and friends supporting their charity Big League Impact. Tickets are still available. Now, if you have an event you want included in the weekly calendar, you can reach out to us on social media. Find us on Instagram at What's New in the Lou podcast. Give us a follow while you're there. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you can get alerted when the newest episodes drop each week. Thanks for listening.